Known internationally for incredible skiing, blue skies, endless outdoor activities, and its quaint downtown, Breckenridge, Colorado has become an iconic vacation destination for tourists coming from all over the world. What once was a rugged mining town now offers not only amazing access to outdoor adventure, but also incredible dining and shopping, as well as a vibrant arts and culture scene. So, what does it take for a business in this small town to stand out, not just locally, but also globally? We found one company taking success in the Rockies to a whole new level.
When I was a kid, we used to drive a family van out to Breckenridge, Colorado to go skiing. And I announced to my parents that I was going to go to college in Colorado. And so then when I graduated in 1983, I moved to Breckenridge to be a ski bum for a year. I came here for a year off before I went to go find my real job.
In 1986, the economy was in a recession and Gold Point Lodge in Breckenridge was struggling to sell condominiums. Mike Millizer, who worked at Gold Point Lodge as a maintenance man, saw an opportunity to introduce a new concept of fractional resort ownership, also known as timeshare.
My brother, Rob, in 1986, graduated from college, and he was going to be a school teacher. I said, you know what, Rob? You should come out to Breckenridge because I think we have something going on here that might be good for both of us to work together with. A little timeshare company.
The Millizer brothers declared early in their business that family would be an important value in their business model.
We started off by talking about being a family, and it was a family business. Rob and I, that was our family. We created this passion statement that said our family commitment, always grand vacations.
With a passion statement leading their business model, Breckenridge Grand Vacations was born.
We went down to the Bank of Breckenridge and we finagled a loan. I think the collateral was my 6-year-old Subaru for a $30,000 line of credit. We sold $200,000 that year in 1986. And that $30,000 line of credit has evolved into a $100 million a year business. So I think maybe there was about 4 employees at the time. Now we have 550 employees. We are the largest employer in Breckenridge, Colorado.
Although having the best views in Breckenridge was a huge advantage, the success of Gold Point Resort was largely due to the new concept of timeshare, giving families the opportunity to enjoy all the benefits of ownership without the stress and financial burden that comes with owning a second home.
What we learned is there's a dream people have of having a cabin in the woods. And we learned that we could make that available to people in very small pieces and make it affordable. And what the timeshare allows is people to buy a small piece and to come up to Breckenridge and enjoy a week or more in the mountains in a beautiful facility.
The Millizer brothers were ready to expand their business, but they were in need of a marketing expert to help sell their next project.
I moved here in 1988, right out of college. I was going to kill a year, just like everybody who moves here. You know, you're going to move here and ski and hang out and figure out what's the next chapter going to look like in my life. I started a small advertising business. And the very first ad I sold was to Mike and Rob. I moved to Breck with $400 in my pocket, that was it. And sold my first ad to them for $1,200, so I tripled my net worth when I met the guys. And I sold my publishing business just as they were coming out of the ground with Grand Timber, and not knowing anything about timeshare marketing, shoved my chips on the table and kind of figured it out. Okay, so, and that was 20 years ago.
The high demand for ski-in, ski-out property inspired BGV's developers to conceptualize and construct Grand Timber Lodge. During its first year, Grand Timber generated $20 million in sales, 4 times the anticipated revenue. As sales for Grand Timber continued, it was clear to the developers that they were on to something amazing. With that in mind, they looked for an even better location to build their next resort, the Grand Lodge on Peak 7. So what was the formula for BGV's success? During the early years of sales for Grand Timber Lodge, the three partners recognized the need for keeping the family feel and strong commitment to guest experience even as they were growing exponentially.
55% of the people who purchase from us are people who already own, who buy more time. And the experience is not only the physical facility, but it's really the people. It's the family atmosphere that we've created. I think that's one of the keys to this true American success story called Breckenridge Grand Vacations. Is the fact that all of our employees think of us as a family.
My name is Shay Loomis. I've worked for Breckenridge Grand Vacations for just over 2 years, and I honestly feel so fortunate to have found this company. It's seriously a blessing to work for them.
My name is Jesus. I've been working with BGV for 7 years now, and I'm a housekeeping supervisor. BGV means to me family, people that really care about you. Just a really nice place to wake up in the morning, go to work. I haven't felt that way in a long time.
The BGV family has grown to more than 500 employees and continues to grow almost every week. New employees feel part of the family right away as their 2-day BGV orientation usually ends with a huge BGV welcome. As the local employer of choice, one of the ways BGV continues to incentivize their entire team is their annual end-of-winter party, where they issue a company-wide profitability bonus to their employees.
Regardless of your position in the company, you get the same bonus as the person standing next to you, and the same bonus as your executive or your supervisor. It's all the same for everybody, which is the way it should be because we're all in this together. It's our great privilege to be able to share $675,000 with this group.
I couldn't think of a better way to spend money than to make an impact on our community and make things better for this great place of Breckenridge. We're fortunate, our business has done well. I think with that kind of fortune comes a responsibility to help others out, and that's what we're doing. We take it very seriously and try and do as much as we can.
Having donated over $5 million to local nonprofits over the past 10 years, the company created BGV Gives, a division of the company devoted to maximize the effectiveness of the company's and employees' philanthropic efforts.
BGV gives back to the community in so many ways. I mean, this is a prime example. Here we are on a Thursday. We're supposed to be in the office on the phones, and so many of us are here rebuilding the Peaks Trail, which is just a really popular trail. Thousands of people come through here every year, and we live in an alpine environment, so it needs some rebuilding. And here we are. We've got people from sales, we've got people from owner relations, from accounting.
Breckenridge Grand Vacations is known throughout our community as one of the biggest supporters and most generous donors to the nonprofit community. And it has impacted tens of thousands of lives in our community.
The success of BGV wouldn't be possible without incredibly happy guests and owners. Over half of the company's annual sales are generated by its existing owners buying more from the company.
Today, Breckenridge Grand Vacations has 23,000 plus owners and growing every single day. But the reality for me is that we're in the smile business. When you walk around the resort and you see families on their 1 or 2 vacations that they get a year and they're happy and there's kids playing with mom and dad and grandmom and granddad, we help make that happen. We're helping create special memories for people.
For us, the best part of ownership is the investment into our family. We have so many memories together and just so many great times that we've spent here in Breckenridge, and just watching our children grow and experiencing new things, and you kind of just let time slip away.
After the immense success of the Grand Lodge on Peak 7, the developers embarked upon development of the 4th and most luxurious member of the BGV resort family, the Grand Colorado on Peak 8. Their pinnacle resort is located in the exact site of the original Bergenhof Lodge, built in 1964 at Breckenridge Ski Resort.
What we are building in the base of Peak 8 is the culmination of a lifetime of trying to provide grand vacations for lots of people.
This exclusive setting in the bustling hub of the ski area demanded a new level of sophistication and luxury, which is why the Grand Colorado on Peak 8 was designed with chic contemporary features that blend with mountain lifestyle. The incredible family memories made at BGV resorts the past 3 decades is irreplaceable, and the impact BGV has had on Summit County and the community of Breckenridge is immeasurable.
I sit here today in the place where this started back in 1986, when we sold $200,000. And just to think that now we have a $100 million company with 550 employees, it's so impressive to me, and it just brings me so much pride in what we do. And it was organically grown with my brother and our partner Mike Dudick and myself. As my brother Rob loved to say, Mike, we are so blessed, and I really do feel that.
It's certain the BGV family commitment will continue long into the future with one thing in mind: always grand vacations. Rob Millizer sadly passed away October 9, 2015, while on a humanitarian trip to Nepal. Rob leaves behind a legacy of service and giving and is greatly missed by all at BGV. Rob had led the charge to constantly give back through time and treasures, leaving his entire community in Breckenridge a legacy not ever to be forgotten.